In today's video, we are going to go ahead and jump in here using the live start points and going all the way back to the 27th of January where Leicester City are teetering relegation. Now, at the current time, they are actually sitting in 19th and looking like favorites to get relegated. They are looking like favorites to get relegated in here as well. They have a massive game against Everton next, but we are going to jump into here using the live start points, give ourselves 10 minutes to try and rebuild the squad and survive relegation. That is our aim, is survive relegation. Don't get Leicester City relegated down to the championship. That is our one and only aim. They are been knocked out, and in fact they actually haven't been knocked out yet because they had the round of 32 fixture against Manchester United in the FA Cup. So let's go and jump in. And actually, we are going to go ahead and jump into 21st, where they are sitting 19th in the Premier League, where they had beaten Tottenham to go up into 17 points. So we're going to jump in here in the 21st. And so here is the squad at the moment. Iverson, or Hermansen, I should say, is a top-rated goalkeeper, 77 overall. And Diddy, who's hurt, is technically a part of the team as well. This team is piss poor. I think we need a better backline for sure. Vestergaard and Cody and even Voss are awfully awful, or absolutely awful. James Justin is decent enough, and Christensen is decent enough. I think in the midfield as well, 77 and 75. McAteer, we could definitely improve as well. And maybe even improve on Jamie Vardy, the legend himself. Let's see how much money we have left in our budget here. We have 45 million to spend. 10-minute start in a minute. Give me 1 second. And we're 45 million to spend. Our 10-minute timer starts in 3, 2, 1. And here we go. We have 10 minutes on our clock to try and improve this team. Let's go get straight to some transfer action, find some players here. And it starts by strengthening our back line, and who else than the slab hen himself, Harry Maguire. We're going to go ahead and try and bring in here. We're going to try and bring him in on a cheap, even though he already is cheap enough. 6 million plus Wout Foss. They say yes to that. This might be the quickest transfer deal we have ever had to do here. 31 years old, 80 overall. Let's go ahead and bring him into the squad here. He's obviously going to be crucial. That is completely fine with us. 3-year contract length. Yes, that is fine. We're only going to be here for half the season anyway. He wants 80K. He can have 70K. He'll take a pay cut to join Ruud van Nistelrooy back at his old club, now at Leicester City. Here comes Harry Maguire. And staying in the theme of being at Manchester United and having that connection with Ruud van Nistelrooy, a certain man who's been on the outs over the course of this season and a little bit of last season as well is Mr. Casemiro. Was once a legend for Real Madrid. He's still a legend for Real Madrid. Came over to Man United with hopes of possibly getting his foot back over the line and some football love back for football after getting out of the first team at Real Madrid. Yeah, that didn't last long at all. He's now a second choice. He's crucified by Man United fans all over the country. So we are going to go ahead and look to bring him in on loan to Leicester City. So we'll have to wait for that one. Now, what I am thinking about bringing in and possibly spending all of our money on is Guillaume, or as I completely butchered that first name. Holy cow. But if we can bring Restes in and replace for Hermansen, a 70 overall keeper can go ahead and be good. So we'll offer Hermansen plus 10 million, see what they say. They want 17 million plus a 15% selling clause. We'll offer 13 million, see what they say to that. They say yes to that. He's going to want crucial. That's completely fine. 5 years does not matter. Disregard release clause, I shall say. 20K on his wages. Hopefully he'll accept that. That's reasonable. Restes, welcome to Leicester City. Again, the problem is our back line. So the back line is something we're going to have to improve on. And while I think Harry Maguire is a great addition, I don't think that is good enough here. So we are going to offer Okalai, who is better value, plus around 16, they went around 20 million. So we'll do 13 million plus 10% selling clause. In fact, we'll even go down to 9 million. And a 25% selling cost. See if we can get them a little bit cheaper here, as we are just over the 5.5 minute mark. They want 17.5 million, no release clause, plus Okalai here. We are going to offer 13.5 million. I'll leave us 12 million. That's not enough millions to spend, in all honesty. You're gonna have to accept that. You're gonna have to come down a little bit. 14 million is we're gonna have to accept that if we want to bring in Joachim Andersen to the squad here. So we will go ahead and look to do that. And I have to simulate a couple days to bring in Casemiro. Obviously going to be crucial. Yes, that is completely fine. 3-year deal again does not matter. No clause. That's fine. I was hoping they did salary. We'll offer him 70K. That will push us down to that 10 million mark. Joachim Andersen, welcome to Leicester City. And Casemiro is coming into the squad for the rest of the season. Welcome to Leicester City. You'll rejoin Ruud van Nistelrooy in his short spell at the club as the manager in between Ten Hag and Ruben Amorim. Welcome to the squad. This could be our last signing of the entirety of the rebuild. Do I want Ricardo Paeta? Yes. Okay, so Ricardo Paeta is our first starting right back, which means James Justin could technically leave. We could look to go ahead and straight up swap Christensen and Luca Digne. That is something we will look to do. We're going to offer them $3 million plus Christensen. They want $7.5 million. I kind of want a little bit of wiggle room for a possible loan signing or possible 2 loan signings if we can work to do. Let's go ahead and just do $6 million here flat, see what they say, plus Christensen. They say yes to that, and with 2.5 minutes left to go, we are running out of time to do deals. We're going to go ahead and look to bring him in. Luca Digne, a crucial role. Yes, this is not meant to be realistic as well. If it was realistic, we wouldn't be signing anyone. We definitely wouldn't be signing Casemiro on loan to relegation side Leicester City. Harry Maguire definitely not joining Leicester City as well. 100K, he's getting an 8K pay wise to come over to Leicester City on the wages. So Leicester City will go ahead and pick up one of the last players, and with 2 minutes left to go, are we going to have time to loan a player? And with 1:45 left to go, we are going to try and get this deal over the line. Ismail Sarr from Crystal Palace. We are going to work on a loan deal here. We got to get this done relatively quickly. That way we can at least bring him in. Because if he's not in at the end of this 1:30 that we have left, then it is wraps there. So let's just go and simulate here a couple days, trying to move the line. We're not going to sell any players like I was possibly hoping to do. We do have this game here against Tottenham in real life where they actually won the game, and which put them out of the relegation zone. And without a full-strength team, they do pick up a win here, a 3-2 win against Tottenham, which is massive. And I think this is Mr. Sarr coming into the squad. Welcome to Leicester City, Ismail Sarr, our last signing. And again, just like the video on Friday, the 10-minute rebuild against Liverpool, we are out of time. We are not going to have enough time to bring anybody else in. So with roughly 50 seconds left, we are going to go ahead and end the timer there with 49 seconds left to be exact. And that is going to be that. Let's build up the squad, and then let's simulate month by month to see where we finish in the league. And so here is your starting lineup. It's Jamie Vardy at striker. It's El Cornus as a cam. And Vidi as a left mid. And Diddy as a center defensive mid, James Justin at right back, and then we get into the changes. Ismail Sarr at right mid, Casemiro at CDM, Luca Digne, Anderson, and Harry Maguire are part of the new back four, with Restes as a goalie at 70 overall. Let's go month by month to see if we can survive a relegation, whether it be finishing in 17th or finishing in 16th. As long as we are above the bottom three, that rebuild is complete. And so the month of February, Everton a 1-1 draw. We go ahead and beat Manchester United in FA Cup, a 2-1 win. If we get relegated and win the FA Cup, I'll count that as a successful rebuild as well. A 2-2 draw against Arsenal is a massive result. We lose against Brentford. We go ahead and pick up 3 points against West Ham, the first 3 points in this rebuild that we go ahead and pick up. So we have Ipswich in the next round of the Carabao Cup. We sit 18th in the league at the moment. That is still not good. We are 1 point at the bottom. We are 1 point away from safety at the moment. Southampton are still looking like they are going to be down. I will see y'all at the start of May, because there's only 2 league games in April, so I'll see y'all at the start of May, where hopefully we're out of the relegation zone. And in March, we lose to Ipswich in the penalty shootout of the FA Cup. We lose to Chelsea 4-2, but we get our get back in our dominance over Manchester United. Ruud van Nistelrooy has a vengeance on them, beating Manchester United 4-2 in the Premier League. Next up in April, oh my lord, I didn't even see this yet. Next in April, a loss against City, a loss against Newcastle, a loss against Liverpool, but then 2 draws against Brighton and Wolves. Does not give me hope for these last 4 games of the season. We are 4 points behind the relegation zone. I don't think our changes are going to do a job. We have Southampton, who's bottom. We have Ipswich, who is second bottom, or is just above us. We have Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Bournemouth are obviously in 12th. Nottingham Forest are obviously fighting for, not even fighting for top 4 anymore. They finish in 7th. Arsenal fall off to bottom 5 at the or top 5 at the moment. Let's go to the end of the season where hopefully we're not relegated. Oh my lord, it might have happened. Southampton, a 2-0 win. 3-2 win against Nottingham Forest. A 3-2 win against Bournemouth. A 1-1 draw against Ipswich. It would have been better if we could beat Ipswich. Are we out of the relegation zone? We are. We survive relegation by 3 points. Ipswich are down. The rebuild is classed as successful. Wow, classed as successful. Did any of our guys go ahead and break into the top goal scorers? Possibly. Ismail Sarr, maybe, but he's also played 33 Premier League games. That's obviously the Crystal Palace games as well. Casemiro could have scored. This is difficult to tell, in all honesty. He probably scored a goal in the FA Cup, to be completely honest. Probably even scored 2 in the FA Cup for us. Yeah, well, the boys that we brought in, Anderson scored a goal for us. I know that's for sure. Digne, whether he had 5 assists for us or for Aston Villa, who knows, who cares. But what I do know is the boys that I brought in did the job. Did it barely, but they did the job. They went ahead and rebuilt this squad. Did Restes even play? The answer is should have been yes, and Restes did play, just didn't grow. We have survived relegation. The rebuild is classed as complete. That is going to be the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. If you want me to do another 10-minute rebuild club using LEICESTER points or even just the start of the season, let me know in the comments. Until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.